Next on the Gospel Bill Show.
Come in.
I presume that you are Gospel Bill, the sheriff of Dry Gulch County?
That's right. Pleased to meet you.
My name is Herbert W. Bledsoe, and I'm not here to be your friend. In fact, I'm here to arrest you.
It's the Gospel Bill Show, featuring Gospel Bill, his sidekick Nicodemus, Miss Lana, good old Elmer Barnes, and the entire Dry Gulch gang.
Sure does look good, Miss
How's
Lana.
that, Nicodemus?
Go ahead and put all them rolls on there.
Okay. Nicodemus, that's for Gospel Bill.
All right, all right.
There you go. Hey, how come he isn't coming in himself?
I don't know. He's been holed up in that jail for 2 or 3 days working on some figures or books or something like that. But I'm going to take him his dinner, okay?
Okay.
He'll sure appreciate it. Thank you, Miss Lana.
Okay. Hey, Nicodemus, you stay out of those rolls.
Gospel Bill, your dinner is served. Looky here what we got today, Gospel Bill. I'm telling you, we got eggs, we got biscuits and beans and steak and Gospel Bill, you ain't listening to a word I'm saying.
What?
Looky here, your dinner's here. I got rolls and biscuits and everything here. Let's get you all fixed up.
No. I can't eat right now. I've got to finish this report.
What are you doing over here, Gospel Bill? You've been holed up over here in this office for 2 or 3 days.
Nicodemus, I got to finish the county tax report by first thing in the morning now. It's got to go out on the stage.
You got to know a whole bunch about ciphering and stuff to do this, Gospel Bill?
Yes, you got to know something about ciphering.
What's this deal right here mean, this acres right here? What's that mean there?
That's how many acres Joe Bob's got on his place.
Oh, how much he got to pay when he's got that many acres?
I can't tell you that, Nicodemus. That's confidential. But I will say this, everybody in the whole county pays 4 cents an acre.
Oh. You ever make a mistake when you're doing all this here, Gospel Bill?
No, I don't usually make a mistake.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Well, what's this stack of papers right here for? You got a whole bunch of papers right over here?
These are the taxes that I've already done, and these are the taxes that I haven't done.
Oh, I see. I see.
Gospel Bill, I just saw Coyote Clem. Down at the livery stable.
Coyote Clem, are you sure?
Yeah, it was Coyote Clem.
I better check into this. I'll be right back.
All right. Let's see here. Gospel Bill sure got a lot of work to do. He's been working so hard. I bet he'd appreciate it if I'd help him out a little bit. Let's see now. He said this stack here was, he's already did this stack over here, so I'll get these over here. Okay, let's see now. Let's see, 2 and 3 is 7, and Gospel Bill sure appreciate me helping him out. 7 and 2 is 15 plus 11 is 17.
The Gospel Bill Show continues after this.
I want to introduce you to a special friend of mine. Her name is Geraldine, and she is an ostrich. Come here, Geraldine. Geraldine, I want to talk to you. Well, as you can see, ostriches are very large. In fact, they're the largest birds on Earth. A full-grown ostrich stands 8 feet tall. Wow, that's as tall as the average ceiling. Can you imagine a bird as tall as the ceiling in your living room? These ostriches weigh up to 300 pounds, so don't ever try to cook one. They're much too big for your oven. Ostriches can run up to 60 miles per hour. They have powerful legs, but their wings are very, very small. And of course, ostriches cannot fly. How would you like to have an ostrich nesting in a tree outside your house? That would be terrible. Imagine getting hit in the head with an ostrich egg. You'd be cuckoo. Now this is Fran. She's not an ostrich at all. What is she doing in this picture? She is an emu. That's the ostrich's Australian cousin. These ostriches live in Africa. There they live in great numbers and live often to be 70 years of age. That's a long time. Come here, Geraldine. There you go. Ow, Geraldine, don't try to bite me. Ow, don't do that. I want to pet you. I don't want you to bite me. Baby ostriches hatch out to be 1 foot tall, and they grow very quickly. In only 30 days, a baby ostrich can run up to 35 miles per hour. That's faster than the fastest man on Earth. Ostriches have few natural enemies, and they live a long time. In fact, we can learn a lesson from them. The Word of God says that if we honor our fathers and mother, we'll live a long time on the earth.
15. Let's see now. If pi r squared, that must mean cake or round. Yeah. Yep, that did it. Finished up. Well, let's see. What else could I do to help Gospel Bill here in the jail? Sweep up for him. Clean this place up a little bit. Oh, hi, Gospel Bill. Hey, was it old Coyote Clem?
No, it wasn't Coyote Clem, but that feller looked enough like him to be his twin brother.
Is that right?
He better change his appearance or he's gonna get shot for some reward money someday.
Hey, Gospel Bill, you better be eating your lunch. That's gonna be cold by now.
Yeah, I'll get to it as soon as I finish this report.
Well, I better be moseying on. I'll see you later.
All right, thank you, Nicodemus. Huh. This doesn't add up to what I thought it would. Well, that's what the numbers say.
Nice store.
Well, good day.
Hello.
May I help you?
Yes, would you happen to be the owner of this place?
I sure am. My name's Miss Lana.
Then you can help me. I looked around town. This was the only dry goods store that I could find. Is that a fact?
It sure is. The only one within 50 miles.
Then possibly the sheriff would purchase his goods here?
He sure does. That's Gospel Bill, the best sheriff we ever had.
I want to ask you a question. Does he spend quite a large sum of money buying presents for himself, maybe possibly for other people?
No more than anybody else.
What about maybe does he have a fine, elegant taste of silk, ties, and feathered brim hats?
No, that's not Gospel Bill. That's not his style.
So you're saying he doesn't spend a lot of money on himself?
Well, no, he don't.
Well, then can you tell me where the bank is?
Well, yes, sir. It's right straight down the street.
And who might the president be?
T.U. Tutwater Sr.
Thank you. We might speak again. Come on, Marshal.
Jeannie! Jeannie! Come here. I want to talk to you. Hey, I got something exciting to tell you. Wait till you hear this.
What do you want to tell me?
You know Mr. Simpson, the 6th grade science teacher, the one that's hard? He gives a hard test?
Yeah, I know Mr. Simpson.
He got fired today, Jeannie. And do you know why?
Why?
Because he was taking bribes from kids. He was giving them good grades that they really didn't make for money, Jeannie. That's why he got fired.
Now, wait a minute. I know Mr. Simpson. I had him last year, and he is a nice man.
But, Jeannie, he got fired for taking bribes, nice or not.
Now, wait a minute. Do you know that for sure?
Bobby told me, and I believe what Bobby said.
Now, wait a minute. You don't know that for sure. And before you go telling everybody, you better check that out and make sure it's the truth.
Jeannie, it is the truth. If Bobby told me, then it's true.
That's not right. That's spreading a rumor. And before you tell it, you better make sure it's true.
As a special auditor for the Territorial Tax Commission, I have all authority to look in your books and find out exactly how much he deposited.
Well, sir, you're quite welcome to that information. According to my records, the sheriff deposited $15,628.
Just as I thought. According to the report that he filed with our office, he should have collected from taxpayers in Dry Gulch County $20,743. Do you know what that means? He has embezzled over $5,000.
The sheriff stealing money.
Come in.
I presume that you're Gospel Bill, the sheriff of Dry Gulch County?
That's right. Pleased to meet you.
My name is Herbert W. Bledsoe, and I'm not here to be your friend. In fact, I'm here to arrest you.
Arrest me? What for?
Sir, you have stolen $5,115.
Now listen here, mister, that's a pretty serious charge. I hope you're able to back that up.
I certainly am. I'm from the Tax Commission, and according to the report that you filed, you said you received $20,743 from the citizens of Dry Gulch County. According to the bank deposit which was made, there is only $15,628 in that account, leaving a difference of $5,115, which, sir, you stole.
I didn't steal anything, mister. I've never been dishonest a day in my life.
Please remove your gun, place it on the desk, and Marshal, lock this man up.
That's the most ridiculous thing I ever heard of, mister. I haven't taken a penny of the citizens' tax money. Not a penny.
According to the report, you did.
You mean to tell me that you're not even going to give me a chance to take those books over there and prove my innocence?
You'll have your day in court to prove that.
Yes, and when those two fine gentlemen from the Territorial Tax Commission came down to my office and we compared their records with my records, we found that there was more than $5,000 missing.
$5,000?
Yes, and the best way that we can figure it, there's only one person that had access to those funds. Gospel Bill.
Gospel Bill? Now listen here, T.U. Tutwater. Are you saying that Gospel Bill stole that money?
Now, Miss Lana, you never heard the word steal fall from my lips.
Oh, yes, I did. You did. You just the same as said it.
Well, if the truth be known, the way I figure it, he probably has that $5,000 stuck in a safety deposit box down at my bank. Now, I don't have the authority to look, but if we could, I'll bet we'd find who the guilty party is.
Now, let me tell you something, T.U. Tutwater. You are spreading vicious rumors about Gospel Bill, and Gospel Bill wouldn't steal a cent from anybody.
Howdy, Gospel Bill. Gospel Bill, what are you doing locked up in a jail?
Ask that fella right over there, Nicodemus.
Hey, feller, I don't know who you are, but how come you got the sheriff of Dry Gulch locked up in the jail?
The name is Herbert W. Bledsoe. I'm an auditor from the Tax Commission, and your friend has embezzled money from the citizens of Dry Gulch.
Embezzle money?
Yes.
Just a minute. Gospel Bill, what's embezzling money, man?
Embezzling means stealing.
You've been stealing money?
No, I hadn't stolen anything. That guy's falsely accusing me, Nicodemus.
Listen, fella, I want you to know that our sheriff does not steal. He ain't no thief.
According to the reports filed with our office, there is $5,115 missing. Maybe you know where that money's at.
No, I don't know where no money's at. I didn't take it, and I don't know what's going on around here, but I'm gonna find out. I'll be back later, Gospel Bill.
Hey, they got me locked up in this jail, and I didn't do anything wrong. Honest, I didn't. I'm no crook. My name is Joseph, and I used to work for a man named Potiphar. I was the best helper he ever had. I never stole any of his money. I never did anything wrong. Someone told a lie on me, and then I got put in this jail. I don't deserve to be here. I really don't. I haven't done anything wrong. Lord, you know my heart. You know I haven't done anything but that which is right. And somehow or another, you're going to cause me to get out of this mess. I just know you are, and I'm going to trust in you.
Is it true what they say about that guy?
Yeah, it's all true. He was a prisoner, all right.
You mean that guy was in the pen just a few days ago?
Just a few days ago, he was in prison. But now look at him. He's the most powerful man in all the land of Egypt, except for Pharaoh.
Wow, isn't that something? A guy goes from the prison to the throne room in just a few days.
Yep, and it's all because of his wisdom. They say he's really smart.
I wonder how he gets so smart.
I don't know. I don't know what his secret is, but he really is something.
Well, what's his name?
His name is Joseph.
Joseph, huh? Joseph. Wow, I sure wish I was as smart as he was. He must really be something.
If they only knew. It's God who gives me all that I have. You know what I did? I trusted him, and he did take me from prison right here to the palace. And now, because of God, I'm the #1 helper in all the land of Egypt. The king made me a special assistant, and it's because I'm full of God. I'll tell you, even when people tell lies about you, when you trust in God, he'll cause good to win out.
I can't believe this. I just can't believe this. Have you read this, Miss Lana? Look at that. Just look at that.
Oh, I know it, Bartimaeus. Isn't that awful?
It's terrible. They're saying Gospel Bill stole over $5,000.
Somebody tell me what's going on. I was just down to the jail and they got Gospel Bill locked up in the cell.
I know it, Nicodemus. Mr. Tatwater says there's a big problem with the tax records that Gospel Bill sent in on the stage last week.
Did you say tax records, Miss Lana?
Right.
Oh, no, it's all my fault.
What's the matter, Nicodemus?
What?
Well, I was down to the jail the other day, and I thought I'd help Gospel Bill out with some arithmetic on them records, and I guess I messed them all up.
Oh, no. What are we gonna do?
I don't know. I'll tell you what, I'll go see Mr. Tutwater. Surely he knows what we can do.
Now tell me, has that sheriff bought any land, any horses, or any condos around the town or anything?
Right there, Bledsoe. Wait just a minute. What are you doing accusing Gospel Bill? Why, you don't have any evidence he's done anything wrong.
That's exactly what I'm trying to find out. And when I get that evidence, we're going to put that sheriff away for life.
Can you believe it? A man like Gospel Bill giving into temptation, dipping into the county funds for $5,000. I guess anybody could give in to a little temptation these days.
Mr. Tutwater Sr., sir, you got to help us, Mr. Tutwater. You got to help us.
What is it that you want, Nicodemus, to get your buddy out of jail?
Well, you see, that's just it, Mr. Tutwater. He ought to not be in jail. You see, that's all my fault, what happened.
Well, what is it, Nicodemus?
Well, you see, one day I was in the jail and Gospel Bill had to leave, and he's working on them records. He'd been working real hard, and I thought, well, I'll help him out, so I did a little ciphering on them books, and I think I messed them all up, Mr. Tutwater.
Oh, Nicodemus.
Well, Mr. Tutwater, what can we do?
Well, I tell you what, if I could get my hands on Gospel Bill's original records, I believe I could re-add them, and I bet we could get him in the clear.
Yeah, but Mr. Tutwater, how you going to get to them records? I mean, that marshal's in the jail.
Afternoon, Sheriff.
Hey, wait a minute. Where do you think you're going?
Sir, I'll have you know I am T.U. Tutwater Sr., president of First National Bank in Dry Gulch, and I'm here to collect these tax records and take them back to my bank.
Hey, Mr. Bledsoe know about this.
Well, how am I going to compare the discrepancies if I don't have these records back at my bank?
Wait a minute. What's that mean?
That means that if I don't take these books, you're not going to be able to prove that Gospel Bill is guilty. Good day, Sheriff.
Yeah.
What about this in here, Mr.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
Is this one okay?
Yes, sir. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
And this one in 2 and 3, that's all
yeah,
right.
no problem there.
And what about this one right here?
Wait a minute. 3017, where did you get that?
Comes after 3016, don't it?
Oh, Nicodemus. All right, now here we go. We'll take that number out. We'll re-add this column. All right, look at this, Nicodemus. This column adds up to $15,628.
Yeah.
That is exactly what Gospel Bill deposited in the bank.
Ooh.
He is an innocent man.
That means he's innocent.
Yeah.
Mr. Tutwater, what is the big idea of you taking my confiscated records?
Well, we were just doing a little auditing ourselves, and we have found that Nicodemus made a mistake. And actually, the taxes collected were to be $15,628, exactly what Gospel Bill put in the bank. He is an innocent man.
Well, it is a mistake.
That means you got to let Gospel Bill out of jail.
Well, I guess you're right. Huh, maybe I'll have better luck in Dripping Springs.
I knew Gospel Bill was innocent all the time. And Mr. Tutwater, let me ask you something. What does come after 3016?
Oh, Nicodemus.
So you found out the truth, huh?
Yeah, I did, Jeannie. I can't believe I was so stupid. I found out today the real reason why Mr. Simpson's leaving. He's getting married.
Uh-huh. And you were telling everybody it was because he took a bribe and got fired.
He didn't take any bribes at all. How could I be so dumb? Some kid just started that story and told it to someone else and to someone else, and then Bobby told it to me, and I believed it. What's worse is I told other people.
You sure did, and you damaged Mr. Simpson's reputation.
I know. Jeannie, from now on, I'm going to be real careful about what I say about other people. I'm not going to let rumors come out of my mouth anymore.
Well, I tell you, I really got to thank you guys.
Well, that's what friends are for, Gospel Bill.
Yeah, Gospel Bill, we believed in you all the time. Why, we knew you didn't embezzle that money.
Well, I sure am glad you did believe the best of me. You know what? Because you did, it got me out of a mess of trouble.
You know, the book of Proverbs tells us that death and life are in the power of the tongue. That means that your tongue can give life or it can destroy. Now, I know that there's an old saying that says, sticks and stones will break my bones, but words will never hurt me. But you know what? That's really not true, because words can hurt. In fact, the Bible also says that there is the kind of word, or there is a kind of speaking that cuts like a sword. And one of the worst things you can do is to use your tongue to destroy another person. Now, you may not be able to make that person die with your tongue, but you can destroy their reputation. You know, a person's reputation is important. It's important what people think of you, and it's important what you think of other people. And when you say things about other people that you don't know are true, you are destroying their reputation. You can actually tear someone else apart. You can take someone's reputation and rip it to shreds. How? By just talking about that person. You can talk about things that you've heard, rumors that you may or may not know are true. You know what? When you do that, you're really tearing that person apart with the words of your mouth. You know what? We need to be careful what we say about other people. We need to make certain that the words that we say about people are true. And even then, they need to be good words, because if we're not careful, we can take our tongues and cut other people to shreds. So remember, death and life are in the power of the tongue. Use your tongue to say good things about people, and before you repeat something, make sure that it's true.
Yeah, this here Larry rope will be just fine, Miss Lana. Hey, you got any gloves in about a size 7?
I sure do, Nicodemus. These will fit you just fine.
Yeah, I need some new ones.
Nicodemus, what are you going to do with all this stuff?
Oh, I got to go up north and fetch some cattle that we lost up there.
Well, how long are you going to be gone?
Oh, I'll be back by 3. In fact, I got to be back by 3 to meet that stage that's going to be here, because it's got my payroll check on it. My rent is due today, so I got to be back here at 3.
Well, listen, you take it easy, Nicodemus, because that country is rough.
Yeah, I'll take it easy. I'll see you at 3, Miss Lana.
Okay,
bye-bye.
Bye.
We worship and adore Thee, bowing down before Thee, songs of praise as singing, hallelujahs ringing, and adore Thee, bowing down before Thee, songs of praises singing, hallelujahs ringing,
Heavenly Father, I've been looking all over for Nicodemus. Guide me by your Spirit to the place where he is. In Jesus' name. for a while, it looked like I was going to stay in this jail. But you know what? Someone believed the best about me, and because they did, I got out. And you know it's important to believe the best. Remember, there are always two sides to every story, and when you hear something really bad about someone else, about one of your friends, check it out. Don't just believe the first bad thing that you hear, but you check it out and see what both sides of the story have to say. And that's important. And I want to talk to you about something else that's important. In fact, it's the most important thing I'll ever tell you. I want to tell you what Jesus did for you. You know that Jesus died on the cross for your sin? You know what sin is? It's doing something that you know is not right, but you do it anyway. And when you do that, there's some kind of a spot. I can't tell you exactly what it is. I've never seen it, but I know that it's there. But it's some kind of a spot that comes on your heart, makes your heart sick. I'm talking about your spirit. And the only way to get rid of that sin spot is to let Jesus come in and wash it away. He can do that because He shed His precious blood. You see, Jesus' blood can wash away every sin. So if you've done something wrong, you ask Him to come into your heart. He can make you brand new and clean.